Hello, my name is Mojisola Adebayo, and here's an extract from my play, Stars. Stars is the story of an old lady who goes into space in search of her own orgasm, because she's never had one, and she gets it into her mind that that's where all the orgasms go. And she's sparked on her quest by 3 encounters. The first is with a little girl who lives next door, who's been through traditional harmful practice, also known as FGM. The second is with a would-be lesbian lover in a launderette who offers Mrs. 2 drops of her own pressed lavender and a smile that says, "I handle delicates with care." And the third is with an old friend called Maxie. Maxie was younger than me. We used to work at BT. We'd have such a laugh back then. But I retired and we drifted apart. But recently, Maxie got married to my butcher, Barry. He's always decent to me. Extra chipolatas since Mister died. Started to feel there was a little bit of hope. Company and cut price pork chops, they live above the shop. One January Saturday, when they were closing up, Maxie invites me up for Sunday lunch. Barry will be off dangling his maggots in the canal, and I can't be bothered to do a roast just for myself. Come up and see me. I bought a nice bottle of wine and a box of Quality Streets. We chatted for hours. Maxie said Barry the butcher was good to her. I got him trained. Now he's a damn good lover. I confided in Maxie on the sofa that I took no pleasure in Mister whatsoever. He might as well have been rubbing on sandpaper. He paid more attention to cutting in and decorating than he ever did to me. Poor you. Me and Barry get lift off every Saturday night after Britain's Got Talent. I knew. Everybody knew. You could hear it halfway up the high street. It's 'cause of my superpower. You what? Shall I tell you a story? Well, go on then. You're sitting comfortable. When I was born, a doctor named Money stood at the end of my mother's hospital bed and said, "I'm afraid your daughter has ambiguous genitalia, but we'll perform a simple surgery, a quick clitoridectomy to cosmetically correct the but wait. It is far too big to be a normal clitoris." Says who? Professors Prader and Quigley. Well, if I had just given birth to a son who was hung like a donkey, would we still be having this conversation, Dr. Money? No, I don't think so. And you know what he said? It is deformed. If that was hanging off of your face, you'd have a job. You'd have a job. A nose job, a facelift, a tummy tuck, a cellulite suck, a Botox pump, a breast implant, batic enhancement, wax, suck back and crack, a bumhole bleach, designer vagina, vagina tightener, labia reduction, hymen restoration, circumcision, snip excision, clitoridectomy, infibulation, any old genital mutilation, on or off the NHS. What's the difference? Do you want her to have an abnormal life? How will she ever get a husband? Be a normal wife. This child will grow up confused. Rewind, selector. Come again. Let me get this straight. You want to take my baby? Guess what them would have looked like if them didn't look like what them do. Make them look like something that them don't, so it's easier for you to know what box to tick on what form. I think you is the one that's confused, Dr. Money. You can change the boxes on that form in your hand, but you're not change my baby. Put your scalpel back in your pocket. The Lord makes no mistake. I shall call her Maxie. And if she favor a boy, she can call himself Maxie same way. No problem. They call me intersex. And I say too, right, say I'm intersex. I'm a Black Panther. I got a superpower bigger than the king of Wakanda. You can keep your vibranium. I don't need no vibrator. My body is natural and my orgasms are out of this world, star. Wow. Intersex. There's millions of us. all over the planet. It's as common as being a redhead, but it's not connected. Otherwise, enough Irish people would be hermaphrodites too, innit? Seriously though, you never really know what's going on with people inside or down below, and I'm one of the lucky ones, because most intersexes be much worse off than me. I read all about it in To This Day magazine, operating on people with no permission. Doctors lying to us, hiding us, humiliating us, shaming us, secret surgeries, making out we got cancer, forcing us to be one way or another worldwide. It's a gendercide. Doctors ain't supposed to play God. Doctors ain't supposed to lie. Doctors ain't supposed to decide which bits of my privates look right to their eye. And get this, when I was 11, the doctors wanted to operate on me again. But my mum says, they've been messing with black women's bodies since slavery days. Chain and bit, speculum and whip. Anyone try and touch you, we'll sue. And I got the balls to do it, too. On the inside, doing just fine. Yes! Bloody hell, Maxie. You never said. No one talked about it back in the day. But I found this online action group. Now, first off, Barry didn't want me getting involved, didn't want everyone knowing. I said, I'm not exactly going on Jeremy Kyle, Barry. It's only a website, but he says, let's just keep our sex life between me and you. We only just got married, Maxie. It ain't about sex, Barry. It's about bodily integrity. Eh? Anyway, he's come around now, has he? He's much more open-minded since I found him his G. His what? His G-spot. I found it. Did you? Where? Up there? No. Yes. Why do you think the gay boys love it so much? Every man's got a G-spot up his bum. But most men are just too proud to let you at it, or too scared it might hurt. But when they do, woohoo, free your behind and your mind will follow. Barry, it ain't me you can hear screaming up the high street, missus. It's Barry. He is so happy now. Really? Up his bum? I'll never be able to look at his chipolatas the same way again. Why the good Lord, in his infinite wisdom, chose to put a G-spot up a man's bumhole, I will never know. Same reason he blessed us with a clitoris. You should count yourself lucky you got one. Have a holiday. Yeah. Can't be that much of a sin then, can it, Maxie? Enjoying yourself, I mean. What you on about, missus? I never understood your thing for religion. Priests, rabbis, urologists, gynecologists, they're all the same to me. They just want to control you. They want to cut off my beautiful big clit. But you want to hear us on a Saturday night after Britain's Got Talent. So that was a little slice of Stars. It will be performed at Ovalhouse, the new Brixton house in London in 2021. And it's published in Mojisola Adebayo Plays too. And I just want to say thank you to Valentino Vecchietti, intersex rights activist, who guided and supported the writing of the scene you just heard, and also all of the advice and friendship from intersex activist and artist Della Grace Volcano. Thanks so much, everybody.